So my friend and I were talking after seeing a post online. And the post was a pastor asking ChatGPT, Pastor Vunel from H4G. Shout out to him because that post, I was like, he asked ChatGPT, if you were the devil, what would you have done to keep the woman in the church single? You get to go check out his post on Instagram. So I was like, let me ask on my side and see what I get. And this is what I got. Let's go down. Because I read it to my friend, so I'm going to read it to you guys too. Because it was too good, right? So point one is, if I were the devil and wanted to keep godly women single, this is what I would have done. I'd feed them lies about their worth and identity. I'd convince them that they're either too much or not enough. I'll whisper that they're too old, too broken, too independent, too intimidating, or not worthy of love. Number two, I'll keep their hearts stuck in cycles of rejection. I'll use past heartbreaks, father wounds, or disappointments to make them guarded, bitter, or overly self-protective and afraid to trust again. Number one and number two took me out completely because those are the things that I struggle with, right? Those are the things that I'm overcoming, especially number one and number two. Number three, I'll twist their idea of submission and partnership. I'll make them believe submission equals oppression or weakness, keeping them from seeing the beauty and strength in biblical partnership. Number four, I'd encourage them to idolize independence. I'd feed them the narrative that I don't need a man, to the point where they resist help, vulnerability, or support, blocking what could have been divine partnership. The plot thickens. Number five, I'll keep them busy but spiritually dry. This one is too true. I was like, I'd fill their schedules with work, church service, and distractions so they don't have time to slow down and hear God's voice about their season or future partner. It is so real because we are so busy being bosses. We are so busy doing everything that we have to do that we are not even silent enough to hear what God is telling us. Forgive me, Lord. Right? Number six, I'll let them stay in dead-end situationships. I'll trap them in counterfeit situationships, or emotional soul ties to waste their time and keep them from God's best. I'll twist their expectations. I'll make them focus on a fantasy man or a long checklist, blinding them to the one who is actually aligned with their purpose. I'll create division between men and women in the church. I'll stir pride, misunderstanding, and comparison, making both genders feel like they can't relate or trust each other. It's a mess. Number 9, I'll keep them from praying boldly for marriage. This part does trip a lot of Christian women up. Used to trip me up too. Now I am just on it steady. I'll keep them from boldly praying for marriage. I'll make them feel guilty for wanting it or too discouraged to hope for it anymore. I'll keep them silent instead of interceding and declaring over their future. Guys, ladies, singles, Christian women, get to praying consistently about your marriage and your husband and your future. Number 10, this is the last one. I'll isolate them in comparison and shame. I'll make them scroll endlessly on social media, feeling behind or left out, so their focus is on what they lack instead of who they're becoming. When I read this, I was like, in fact, when I saw Pastor Vunel's post, I was like, these are all of the things that majority of single women are struggling with. And it's how we just think is so normal. And I mean, if ChatGPT could figure out what the enemy would use to distract us from marriages and keep us single, and sometimes we don't even have the eyes to see that. Like, I was just like, how could we not see? I mean, between last year, September, and now, the Lord has been really working on me. That's why I've been using social media a lot less. Like, I've been not scrolling and really focusing in and debunking a lot of the even views that I had about dating in my previous videos about dating that I used to do last year. I don't have them anymore because the Lord has been pulling down a lot of my views and really rebuilding my mind and giving me better views and outlook on marriage and relationships and dating and friendship and everything in between. And I just say all of this to say, like, all of these, like, for me, I created prayer points from each one and got scriptures. I asked ChatGPT to give me scriptures to each point, and then I created prayer points. And guys, we have to pray. Like, we have to pray. Like, that is our weapon. That's how we fight. We have to pray. So I would encourage all of you single Christian ladies to do the same. It don't have to be these points. It could be just the ones that you know that you struggle with, but pray about them day and night. Pray about them day and night. And not just for you too, but pray for your friends too. So I love you guys. Bye.